Hey, fam, we are here for checking my mic. There we go. Quads and glutes in my setup today. I do have a barbell setup for Sumo RDLs. I've got my wrist straps. I've got a set of heavy options in dumbbells as well. I've got a 50, I've got 30s. 20s are away. I don't think I'll need those today. Shallow bench for hip thrusts. However you like to hip thrust, whether that be at the gym with a Smith machine, a barbell set up with a shallow bench, however you like to do it. That's my personal preference. Coming in at the end, we've got a tri-set of body weight clamshells. We've got some standing glute raises. You could use weight or body weight. And then we've got heavy sumo squats. Um, so we got a good mix of stuff today. I'm gonna slip on my mini loop band just to get the adductors going. We won't need this for the workout itself. We get my music back on and we'll be good to go. Coming in at the good part here. So we got a decent dynamic stretch coming, but as always, if you need to take your own dynamic stretch, lengthen that, um, feel free. Feel free. And get your static stretching in after the workout. Let's do it. Make sure you've got plenty of room in your space. Recover as needed. Ooh, this is a tighter band than I'm used to. So goal is keep those toes pointed straight and kind of press the knees out and away from the resistance. Avoid collapsing in like this. Weight back. Slight squat position. Don't pop it up. Okay? So I know all we want to do is stand completely up in these squat walks. Avoid the urge to do that and stay down in your squat. Stay nice and fluid here. Now I want you to focus on drawing that navel in, engaging the core in this position. Super important. Keeping the weight back where it needs to be. Pressing down in those heels. We're going to take it one more time, down and back, and then we're going to lose this guy. Whew. Gosh, that heavier resistance band makes all the difference. Whew. Let's inchworm it out. Reach up nice and tall. Now remember, I would prefer to take one compound lift today, specifically looking to train to failure or very close to it. Big step, drop that back knee. Good, reach it up, open up those hips. Oh my gosh. Whew. Step it back. Switch it up. Love that external rotation. Oh, so good. Got a little string here. All right, we're gonna just peel that right off. No big deal. Are we ready for our first set? Superset rather. So, take my rings off just in case. First superset is going to be our Sumo RDLs with cast hip thrusts. We get my barbell in the frame. Move my bench out of the way slightly. I like finding stuff like this in my workout space. All right. So if you need some practice reps or some good mornings, some bodyweight good mornings, some sort of hinge work, kneeling, standing, whatever you need to do before we get into it, make sure you go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my grips. Rep range we are working with is 6 to 10. It's a pretty wide range, so I'm cool with failing around 6 to 7. This is specifically my fail exercise. Calf hip thrust, we're taking it a little bit higher in our rep range, 12 to 15. All right, so make sure you've got your stance right. Feet is wide, toes are pointed straight. We're skimming that barbell just above the shins in this position. There we go. All right. I just kept going until I felt like I could, comfortably stop. Good first set. So I've sort of changed my mindset up with my grips from wearing them like when it feels necessary to wearing them most of the time so that you can focus on the exercise and not your grip failing you. So 12 to 15. Pass. We're staying at the top of that rep, halfway down, like a half rep. Take practice reps with body weight if needed. Right there, keep that chin to chest. I'm going 3 more. Good, good. If you've got a tight space like me, you might be moving some things around today. It's all good. Set number 2. Now make sure, whether you are going heavy dumbbell or moderate to heavy barbell, your path of the bar or your dumbbells makes sense. So the biggest mistake I see with this move, straight leg or stiff leg or sumo, is the bar being way too far. So don't get your hands out here. That's why we practice body weight only, skimming that bar right here stays nice and tight. We don't waste that energy, and we don't come out here forcing the back to round. We hinge at the hip. We get that deepest part of the hinge, and then we bring it down if needed. Setting up correctly this time because my first set was totally lopsided. And now I can see where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. Check your toes. Check your start position. Externally rotate those wrists. Set number 2. So I'm going to max out my resistance this round. I think round 1 was a little bit too easy. And maybe this time I fail closer to 12. I don't know. But we'll see. Whew. Now, even if I'm not quite failing at this exercise, I still want to get to the point of like muscle shaking and really fatiguing. No one said glute growth was easy. This is our last set. Okay, last set, best set. Now, if you did not get the chance to fail in sets 1 and or 2, this is your last opportunity right here. Scooch that back a little bit, just in case. Take a moment to line it up. Six to 10, again, wide range. Don't have a number in your head. Let your body tell you exactly where you need to fail. So if you've got one more rep in you, I want you going for it. As long as your form is right. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. As far as supersets go, trying to go quickly. Sometimes it's easier to be at the gym to just bounce around. Other times though, it's not, because you don't know who's coming in, jumping in your Smith machine when you're not looking. So it might take a little longer at home, for me at least, but that's cool. Last set, best set. Oh, 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 oh. Hopefully you made it through that discomfort. You didn't avoid it. You didn't try to bypass it. Hopefully you just went right through it. Second superset. We've got kickstand, is that what we call them? Kickstand squats, staggered squats, kickstand squats. We've got 1 foot forward, goblet style. Boom. 8 to 10, one side, directly into the other side. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Why only 8 to 10? Because I want you using a challenging weight. Some weight that's going to challenge you within the rep range. I don't need you doing 15 reps here. Sit back in that front heel, back legs along for the ride right now. Both cheeks coming in for the engagement at the top. Here, I'll show you. Boom, other cheek coming in, engaging. Hold. So 95% of the work coming in on that front leg. What you do on one side, you must do on the other. Good, 2 more reps. Recovery's coming. Ooh, love it. Whew, love it, love it. All right, y'all, set number 2. Give you a free pass with that recovery. how am I getting to the point of shaking when the weight isn't even that heavy? Number one, I brought max effort to superset number one. Good. Number two, the strong mind to muscle connection that you create when you're bringing in that focus and control, when you are engaging properly, which means your path is correct, the weight is distributed properly, the form is exactly what it should be. You have so many opportunities to engage that muscle with the right tempo. Time under tension. Extend the time under tension, especially if you don't have many options with at-home equipment, or you're just not ready to bump it up by a lot. Extending that rep to the top and holding that engagement, y'all, that goes such a long way. Last set, best set, last opportunity to fatigue. Our final set, or tri-set, yeah, looks like 10 clamshells, 10 standing glute raises, 10 heavy sumos. Sometimes I write my programming and I'm like, well, I don't know what we're thinking right now, but see how it feels when we get into it. Here we go. All right, boom. Your 10 sumos are last. So here's the dealio. We clam it out, both sides. Whew. So 10 clams, roll it over, 10 clams, then we come back to the original side, we clammed, we glute raise, we switch, we sumo. Here we go. They don't call it a burnout for nothing. Okay, good. Other side. So good. Woo. You can use a chair, wall, cable bar, whatever you need for support. No shame in going body weight for these if need be. Set number 2. Remember what good form looks like. Dumbbell tight to the body. Traveling an up and down path. Second you start recruiting those outer glutes, man, the adductors, recruiting them is an absolute game changer. Most women have weak adductors because such a hard area to target in your training. Whoo! Last set, best set, let's make the absolute most of what we're doing right here for these last 10 reps. Don't think about the 10 reps. Don't even think about doing 10 reps. I just want you to take it 1 rep at a time. 1 rep at a time with focus on each rep you're doing. If you want to quit a third or halfway through, I'm going to give you full permission to do that. I just want you focusing on each individual rep ahead of you. Focus there, and you will not be overwhelmed. Look at that. Accomplishable. Capable. Eight. Here we go, we got this. Breathe through the shaking. 1 rep at a time, come on. Y'all see how much easier that is? Focusing on one damn rep at a time, imperfectly. Not how many you got on deck. The one that you're doing in the moment. Quads and glutes. Done. Checked it off. Slay. Go eat, hydrate, stretch, move. Slay the rest of your day. Awesome work, and I'll see you next time.